To another video. Don't mind my appearance. I am breaking out the worst I have in a while because it's that time of month is coming, and I just feel like I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I didn't end up vlogging much at the lake. I put a few clips in at the beginning of this, I think, if they were good enough. But the week just went by so fast, and we were always doing stuff, and I just didn't want to be like filming myself that much there, so I didn't. I tried to get what I could, but it was a really fun week. Of course, I love Lake Norman. It was beautiful, and the neighborhoods around it were so cute. I kept being like, we should move here. Like, I would totally live here to try a change of pace and be closer to water, but of course I was just like throwing that around. Also, if you can hear noises, Rambo is eating in the background, which is the reason why I didn't start this vlog sooner. It's actually Tuesday, and I was hoping to start this reset vlog on Sunday, but in the middle of the night, Saturday night into Sunday morning, Rambo just started puking and having like just both ends really badly, and it was like every hour up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then from 5 to 10 it was like every 30 minutes. So we were just kind of watching him, making sure he got a little bit of water, and then eventually he was feeling a lot better by the end of Sunday, but that just totally like disrupted my entire Sunday. I didn't do anything. He slept like majority of the day, so I just kind of laid around with him and made sure he was okay, just because we didn't want him to get like dehydrated or something. We think it was a mix of he had a lot of like food, or was fed a lot of food that he's not used to eating. We don't really feed him people food much at all. So I think it was like part that, and then he also, when we were leaving, kind of drank out of like a dirty puddle we caught him doing, so we like didn't know if maybe it was that or a mix of both or whatnot. So luckily he is back to himself, which I'm glad about, because that stuff I learned like stresses me out more than I ever thought it would. But anyways, that kind of kept me from being able to do anything on Sunday. And then yesterday Hunter's Wi-Fi was actually out, so he worked from here, and we had a very productive day. I got all of our addresses and envelopes addressed. We're using Minted with all of that, and so I have just been grinding away trying to get all of those done so I can have them ordered by the end of this month. And I just felt really good about getting that done, and I had a couple meetings for work and then just worked out. So today is going to be a very productive getting everything on track. I haven't even unpacked, and we got back like Saturday afternoon, so I have a lot that I need to do, and I leave Thursday evening again. I'm flying back home. I'm from like the Northern Virginia area, and one of my cousins is getting married in Rehoboth, so we are going to that wedding this weekend, but I'm flying home and driving with my family there, so that is another thing that I have to basically like unpack and then repack to get ready for. So a lot going on, but all good things. Oh, I am like out of this. If you guys haven't used this, I have used this since middle school. I've never switched another powder. It's the MAC Studio Fix, and they used to sell MAC at Target, but last time when I went to go and check to get a new one, they didn't have MAC there anymore, so I'm not really sure why they stopped selling it, but I desperately need to go get a refill. Literally like an OG holy grail that I have used forever, and I feel like MAC kind of isn't talked about that much anymore, but I still love their products. So anyways, that was total tangent. Today, like I said, I have a lot of unpacking to do, a lot of laundry. I have a couple meetings for work, and then I also have a call with a wedding content creator. I looked into it like for a hot second because we're not using like a traditional videographer or anything for our wedding. So I thought maybe to get a little bit more clips versus just like having a camcorder, we could hire one because they're usually less expensive. But then I was like, nah, I don't really need to do that. That seems kind of extra. So she actually ended up reaching out on social media and asked to work together. So I sent over like my date and all of that kind of stuff, and it worked. So we're gonna have a more in-depth call today, kind of about like everything. I just want to understand a little bit more like what I'm going to get out of it, how much like input do I have on what kind of content, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that I'm really excited for. I have nothing to eat here, which has also been interesting. I feel like I have eaten out for the past like 3 weeks almost, but this kitchen, I took everything out of the cabinets. We're starting to pack up because we move next weekend, which is also crazy. Trying to buy like one meal and breaking it in half for like my lunch and my dinner, so I'm not overspending like a ton. But hey, it's always putting stuff in his mouth. What was I talking about? Oh, the kitchen. Yeah, it's a mess. I'll show you. I have been having to eat out some healthy decisions. I want to try Naked Farmer today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out there. Erewhon styled place, and I think it's supposed to be like fairly healthy. That's the other thing, is I've been trying to go to places that are like on the healthier side, so I'm not like consuming a ton of sodium and like all that stuff. It's kind of an update on what I've been up to since getting back from the lake, and I'm putting this out here because I want to commit to it. I have a lot of fun doing this, and I really want to challenge myself. So I am going to do vlogust. I thought I came up with it in my head, but like when I looked it up, other people have done it before. But I'm gonna try and vlog every single day of August. I've got some fun things going on that month, but then I've also got a lot of chill time of kind of like setting up the house and all of that, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to challenge myself to do that every single day. So starting Saturday, we will be getting a vlog every day up until the 31st. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited, and I am committing to it. I'm gonna do it. I'm also going to do it on my TikTok. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna finish getting ready, and I will check back in later. When I said state of my kitchen, this is the state of my kitchen. It's got everything taken out of the cabinets. They're all empty. Even stuff over here. These are things that like aren't mine, but are still here. You wanna say hi? It is chaos, and it makes me feel so bad every time I walk downstairs. I am just so ready to get out of this house. I was about to go walk somewhere to get some breakfast, but I remembered I still had this banana chocolate chip bread that I think is just gonna be my breakfast for the next like 3 days. I heat it up in the microwave, so it's all melty and chocolatey. It's pretty good. And then I just wanted to show you what I'm wearing for the day. It's nothing fancy. I have this like full bodysuit from Amazon, and then this black top from Target, and my hair is greasy, so I may put a hat on, but I have my sunnies on right now. So I'm eating this, and I'm proud of last week Abby for making this. He just loves to cry every time I talk to the camera. Okay, I remembered why I never come to downtown Nashville, because it's impossible to find parking. But this, in fact, was like a successful trip. I went to Naked Farmer. I have been wanting to try, like I said, and oh my gosh, the food looks so much better than I was expecting. I got 2 massive bowls. This will definitely last me today and tomorrow. It was $40 for both of these, so like $20, which, yes, on the more expensive side. Not as expensive as I was expecting, because I feel like Chipotle nowadays is like $20 a bowl. So it's kind of equivalent, and the quality of food is just so much better. I was expecting it to be more of like an Erewhon, thinking they'd have a little like grocery section too. We have Urban Market, which is in Franklin, which is similar. I thought it was gonna be like that, but this was just like straight up food. Basically, you get a green or grain, 2 sides, and then a protein. So I got the fresh greens, then I got the lemon garlic broccoli, and they only had a little bit, so they let me get another one. I got their corn side, and then I got the side of mac and cheese, which is under the honey barbecue chicken. This one's really good, and I got a side of ranch dressing. It's a vegan ranch too, if any of you are vegan. For this one, I wanted to try different things. I got the quinoa, the cucumber ranch salad, which looks so good. Their green beans, and then this is rosemary chicken, which looks delicious, and I got a side of their garlic aioli. Both of them I am so excited to try. I don't know which one I'm looking forward to. I feel like this one's a little bit lighter than the other, but I'm gonna go home and try these, and I'll let you know out of everything what is my favorite. I'm back home and I just tried both of the bowls, and I can honestly say I loved everything. There wasn't one thing in these bowls that I was like, eh. I mean, okay, maybe the fresh greens, but like, it's just salad lettuce. Like, what can you expect? The honey barbecue chicken with the mac and cheese combo, I think has to be my favorite, and of course is like the least healthy out of all of it, but I mean, that bite, that is really freaking good. But I was also saying, this rosemary chicken, the way it's sliced, usually I feel like it's pretty dry places, but it's super moist. It's really good. And with the golden quinoa and the cucumber ranch salad, let's do a bite of all of that together. This is like much lighter and probably healthier. That's fire too. Oh, I don't know. It's all good. I don't think I was expecting to like it this much. I haven't tried these sauces, so let's try a bite with that. We'll do the rosemary chicken in the garlic aioli. Yum. Of course, what can I expect? And then I will say the only complaint I have is these sauce sizes are a little bit small, but that's fine. Try a honey barbecue piece of chicken or homemade ranch. That's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. It's a really thick ranch, which is not usually my favorite, and because it's vegan, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but it's better than I thought. I'm gonna eat this. I need to do some things for work on my computer. It's 1 o'clock, and then I need to finish folding all my laundry and finally freaking unpack. I still haven't done that, but I just feel like I've been running around like a crazy person. Oh, I also had the call with the content creator, and it went really well. I think I'm gonna move forward with her, and I'm really excited. I feel like once we started talking, I realized all the little details and things that I might not be able to capture because we're not doing a traditional videographer, and I think this will really help supplement it for a much cheaper cost. I'm really excited about it and gonna send her over a bunch of my inspo and stuff. So really getting into the nitty-gritty details of wedding planning, which I go back and forth between wanting to share as I'm doing it or just saving it all and sharing it after the wedding, low-key, because I want to gatekeep some things. But at the same time, I feel like there's people obviously that are going through the same thing I am right now. So it's an internal battle I have. I think I may pick and choose as we get closer to like open up about some more detail, but then after the fact, I really want to sit down and talk about everything. I have a wedding coordinator, or like a day of coordinator. I'm doing this all by myself. And I think the only thing that has really helped me is I know exactly what I want for a lot of things and have a very specific vision. So it's been easier for me to just make decisions. I can understand how if people don't even know where to start, it can be much more overwhelming. So anyways, that's kind of my thought process with wedding stuff, but If any of you have any questions or want me to talk about certain things wedding-wise, please let me know in the comments because I am happy to share if there are certain things people are interested in. I promise this did not look like this for a long time. I just took everything I unpacked from my suitcase and put it on here. Okay, it's been a while. I went to my F45 class. It is now 6:45. I'm showered. I'm about to eat dinner. You're not supposed to be on the couch. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like my videos, please subscribe and get excited for Vlogust. I'm really excited to start that this weekend. And yeah, all right, I will see you in my next video.